After going through this video, you will be able to build the count feature for your web page. Let us continue from where we left, that is, we will now build the count feature. And for this, we will create a new component called stats that will display the count section and will add it at the bottom of the app component. The stats component would simply display the count of different colored headings. It will print the number of black headings, the number of red headings, and so on. Stats component can get that count information from the state data stored in the app component, that is, the boxes array. So, for that, we will have to pass the entire boxes state via props while using the stats component, like this. Now, if we run the code, it will throw an error. Pause the video here and have a look at the code. Can you think why we got this error? Well, this is because whenever a component returns two or more adjacent elements, they should wrap the elements inside a single parent element, which we have not done in our case. So, let us wrap the elements inside a single parent element like this. The stats component will use the boxes state to count the colored headings. The stats component doesn't maintain any state of its own, so we can define it as a functional component like this. The function takes props as an argument. We fetch the boxes array from the props, iterate through it to check the color of each box and increment the corresponding count accordingly. Then at the end, we display each of the counts. So now it is time to run the code. There you go. Our code is working fine. The stats component looked so simple. It is only because we maintained the state at the top level so that the state information can be shared across any component. You might have found this entire code very complicated. But now, if you want to add one more box with exactly the same functionality, like having a heading, a paragraph, and 4 buttons that would change the color of the heading, we would simply need to add the specific information in the boxes array in the state of the app component. And that's it. Well, this brings us to the end of this topic. This topic is very important in terms of implementing states and to understand how data flows. So, make sure you go through this code again, understand the logic behind every line of code, and execute it on your own. You can find the code for your reference below the video. Up next is a quiz. All the best.